Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm Ron Mackenzie Lafergie. If you're new to the channel, head on down and give that subscribe button a little tickle. It's super ticklish. The Metroid series has seen incredible success since the first game in 1986. It was quite unique for the time with a female protagonist, and the countless games since have continued to change and expand Samus's wide array of armors. But if you only know Samus from Smash Bros, you may not know about her other armors, so I'm here to remedy that. Get ready, it's time for the top 10 Samus Aran armors. Number 10. The Power Suit. I'd be remiss if I didn't touch on the Power Suit, the classic Samus suit that she wears before she's picked up any upgrades. You generally start off with this suit in the Samus games, and while it's pretty basic and not very interesting, it's a hell of a lot more awesome than most armor you see in real life. But the best part? Since it has no upgrades, the Power Suit generally doesn't have those two big shoulder pads, which means she doesn't look like Little Bo Peep who lost her sheep. Sorry, I know people like them, but I hate the big round shoulders. I hate them. Number 9. Fusion Suit. When Samus was saved from X-Parasites using Vaccine Metroid, her cells were changed and her suit was partially bonded to her, so that she was basically part Metroid. This, combined with her old armor, brought about the Fusion Suit. It actually wasn't as protective as her regular Power Suit, but it allowed her to constantly recharge her health and ammo with the X in the air. I gotta be honest here, I think this is one of Samus's lamest looking armors. It just looks dumb to me. The colors are too damn bright. But to each their own. Number 8. Zero Suit Samus. Zero Suit Samus has to be on here because it's one of the few times we get to see her without all that pesky functional armor around her. Many gamers probably recognize this from the Smash games, where you sometimes play Samus without her armor, but it was first introduced in Metroid Zero Mission. It's fun to play Samus with a totally different playstyle and less protection, plus it feeds the confused teenager inside all of us. Number 7. The Justin Bailey Suit. Here's one that a lot of you might not know about, but it's basically the OG version of pausing Super Smash 64 to see Samus naked. In Metroid for the original NES, if you typed in the code Justin Bailey, you would start the game without your armor, with Samus in a leotard and boots. It might not look like much now, but back in the day, these were some of the most erotic pixels out there. Number 6. Gravity Suit. The Gravity Suit isn't too different from Samus's normal armor, but it's pretty neat. It mostly looks like a recolor, surprise surprise, with significantly more purple on it because, you know, gravity is purple. This is generally used in situations where gravity acts differently on her, like when underwater, letting her get around more easily and see more clearly in the water. It also helps to protect against lava, which is pretty useful. Number 5. The Varia Suit. The Varia Suit apparently got its name from a mistranslation of the word barrier, but as one of the most popular of her suits, the name has certainly stuck. This allows her to withstand extreme temperatures, both cold and heat. This is the suit most people think of when they picture Samus, and while it may not be quite as badass as some of her other armors, you gotta love a classic. Number 4. The PED Suit. The PED Suit, or the Phazon Enhancement Device Suit, was built for Samus by the Galactic Federation. It allowed her to use the Phazon that her body had begun to produce to her benefit. This new suit allowed her to go into hyper mode with the help of Phazon to put out extra damage against enemies. She can't do this too often or for too long though, or her corruption will take over and change her into Dark Samus. And you won't like her when she's Dark Samus, because game over. Number 3. Dark Suit. The Dark Suit was seen in Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, and was made to protect her against the atmosphere of dark aether. It is, unsurprisingly, a darker color, mostly brown, and it's pretty damn cool. This suit has a special place in my heart because I used to main Samus in Smash Bros 64, and I always chose the brown one that looks a lot like the Dark Suit. But all bias aside, this is definitely a badass and useful suit. Number 2. Light Suit. Damn, Samus. In case my vague sounds of pleasure haven't tipped you off, I really dig this suit. I mean, sure, it's an impressive fusion of Luminoth and Chozo technology, sure, it's completely invulnerable to almost all attacks, but you know what else? It looks so cool! It's pretty much what I picture every time I try to customize my guy in Halo, but I always end up looking like this. Number 1. Phazon Suit. When Samus' suit is corrupted by a bunch of pure Phazon, her suit changed, and it got way more awesome. It was insanely powerful. Arguably her most powerful suit, with the Phazon beam that, when powered by blue Phazon, was absurdly strong. It even reduced damage by 50%. But most importantly, as you can see, it looks insanely cool too. Like, stupid cool. I'm still not over it. It's been 15 years. Help me. That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please smack that thumbs up button and subscribe to Top 10 Gaming for more videos. Make sure to let me know which of these armors was your favorite in the comment section down below. Until next time, I'm Ron Mackenzie Lafergie with Top 10 Gaming. Later, gamers.